Oh, do I just go? I'm sorry.
Yes, whenever you want to.
Okay. Okay. Sorry that this isn't okay. Pretend that this is dramatic. Last time in the realms of Kos, beyond the cradle, I remember Skarn and Morgan were a little quiet today. You know, that bad case of laryngitis just hitting some of these members of the party. But it's all right. They were there in spirit, leaving the two Temerians, Levette and Lucian, and the little star child Aura to continue on with their adventures, decide where to go to next. After a lovely breakfast and some bonding in training and suspicions of the lizard man with the Palpatine voice,
Mm.
making poisons, the group made a decision, encouraged by Levette, who heard tale that the person they were hunting for may very well be in Duskvale, or is the most likely location for them to have gone next. This did present a bit of an issue, but the more the party thought about it, the more it sounded like a very bad idea to try to water walk miles across
Mm.
the ocean to
Mm.
some kind of island.
Mm. Mm.
It it just probably would not be a good idea. And so the best way to get a boat would be to go to a place that has boats. What has boats, guys? Ports. So at the end of the day, it all kind of lined up rather well, as we would decide to go to Duskvale, maybe even try to find that noble and tell him, hey, Breezy is safe. Maybe you could help us get a boat, but not before going to Baylor, the party explaining their reasonings for not stopping the search, but pivoting to try to get the resources they need. Baylor understood, and with any luck, when we found a boat and we looked back at the island, there would still be time to find the chiefess. From there, the party just went on their way and had some bonding moments. Aura remembered that the staff of the woodlands could also turn into a giant tree. So that provided some really good cover from the wind of the very nasty weather that somebody rolled. Oh, wait, actually, no, we had decent weather. It was just cloudy. Never mind. Apologies. Still a good cover and a good lookout tower, but as everybody had like a campfire moment, Aura decided to divulge a little bit more about her past and the true story that her parents have told her. How rather than finding her in an abandoned camp, she actually fell out of the sky in a place that people didn't think exist or knew existed. Which, to the Temerians, that maybe shook some things. And then there was a lot of talk about ethics, like the discussion of whether the gods were even worthy of calling themselves gods at one point, if they didn't exactly know the suffering that the church was doing in their name. With this influenced Lucian to desperately seek out answers if his faith was warranted. Something did answer,
Mm.
but it sure does not sound godly. Levette seems to always spoon with a shadow whenever they go to sleep. As some people were able to see the formation of the shadow, and I believe it was Levette that heard the sound of something flying or an aarakocra in the distance. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Some weird chittering.
Yes, some weird chittering. That had been going on, and then next day came, and what do you know? A miracle happened. Sunlight, actual sunlight, rolled by the person that didn't want sunlight the most.
Hi.
Ah, Aura was delighted, but Lavette, who's literally being told what to do by a shadow, and Lucian, who now is deciding if the sun is even worth being worshipped, are very dour. Along the way, though, a caravan crosses by. A individual by the name of Margra, who happened to be in possession of a holy symbol that Levette was interested about, but all that she could get from him was that the person bartered and bought this item. Lucian did buy it just so that Levette could have some catharticism and destroy it. You know.
Yeah.
We then took another long rest as we were getting closer to Duskvale. And this time, things did happen, though. The chittering did kind of come back, but nothing attacked. Lucian made contact again with some eldritch being, and Levette questioned her patron, who was telling her to go away that didn't seem to be the way that she needed to go. And he got angry that she questioned him. Aura, with a very good perception roll, saw something rise, not quite as big as Godzilla, but something big from the water
Yeah,
in
whale-like.
Duskvale.
Big.
Yeah, and kind of rise and fall while getting a sense of like a sickness wafting over the city of Duskvale. Well, they were partying it up. We were too slow. We missed the party, guys, unfortunately. But all in all, it seems like Duskvale has its own little mysteries. As I do recall, we were told that a lot of the people were having nightmares about drowning. So maybe it's relation to that. Will we find a boat? Will Levette find the man that ruined her life? Probably not this early in the game, but we'll see. Will Skarn and Morgan get over their laryngitis, and be able to give their own input on whether or not we should have actually tried to walk on the ocean?
See.
We're about to find out as we continue on with the story.
Yes, and before we start, I'm just gonna turn off the music real fast. As last we ended off, Lucian, you heard something. Not a nightmare, just a premonition. And once again, you heard one last time, but even deeper, closer, heavier. You are not alone. And you wake up. You all gain a long rest. Somebody roll a D100.
Do you want redemption, Levette, or you want someone else to roll?
Someone else can roll for right now.
Who wants to roll for weather?
Last time I rolled poorly.
Fine, I'll do it. 56.
Not terrible.
Once again, I should have had the table pulled up already, but it's fine. Still fighting allergies. If anyone was worried, they're still there.
I'll roll next time so we can have bad weather again.
No.
No.
I'll
I
roll
was hoping
something
for
like
a one.
900.
You got
Sorry, it was
a...
really
900.
What'd you get? You got a 50s, what now?
56.
56.
56. That is just a light fog. So no real effects. Your perception checks to see things far away just have a +2 DC to them.
Oh, it's like a late morning fog as it starts to fade kind of thing.
Yeah.
Woohoo. It's a good thing I didn't roll.
So
What'd
yeah.
you roll?
So you got a...
I rolled a 92.
Oh, man.
Huh.
That yeah. High is bad. High is really bad. 92. Yeah, that's a thunderstorm.
Maybe I
Yeah.
should have rolled, but oh well.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
All right.
Mm,
So, Lucian, you
I was a
wake
little
up
sad.
with that shock of just terror, hearing that deep, heavy voice, and you guys wake up.
He's so sweaty right now.
Ooh, sweaty spaghetti.
Ew.
So sweaty.
Aura's in a tree still. So,
Morning time. I'm feeling so much better. Now my voice has come back.
yeah, the laryngitis is gone.
We were
Not mine,
so
of course.
worried.
She grabbed a donut
Yeah.
while you guys were sleeping.
Yeah, now I can go back to bugging you.
Well, Morgan probably got sick because he slept in the bathtub all night.
It's fun to do.
He was a little wrinkly.
You feel
Is
weightless.
Morgan still pruny?
No, it's
No.
been a couple days.
Dang. Only time we're ever gonna see massive wrinkles on an elf.
He wasn't pickled, he was in water. Aura will wake up from her tree, and then she'll cry out down below.
Are you guys all awake? I almost forgot my accent. I'm gonna come down.
I'll catch you if anything happens.
You just see the tree start to shrink. She's just gonna ride the tree down.
Oh, jeez.
Whee!
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, when Levette wakes up, that shadow disappears. As soon as she
Shadow.
kind of comes to consciousness, and the first thing Levette does is she starts doing her sword, her sword forms immediately.
Mm. Lucian, are you still just shaking?
Yeah.
Make a wisdom
It's
save.
kind of.
Make a wisdom save real fast.
Oh, okay.
Shiitake mushrooms.
Hey, I have advantage on those.
We got a nat 1. Let's get the nat 20.
25?
Yeah, you're just shaking a little bit, but come out of it when you will.
Shaken, stirred.
Yep. He's a little shaken right now. Still pretty sweaty. Maybe trying to wipe off some of the sweat.
So, there's something weird going on in Duskvale.
As she comes down from the tree, it's back into a staff.
Last night I saw something really big come out of the water. It was almost like a whale, but not. And it just feels weird. Like there's a sickness going on, but I don't know for sure. Are you ready to check it out, or do you all need some time to collect yourselves and wake up a bit?
I'm always awake. As he's just laying down with his eyes closed.
Anyone else get a weird dream?
No.
It's just me.
Did you have a weird dream?
We should go save them. Maybe.
At the mention of like having dreams, the levette kind of like stops. Her sword forms like, and just kind of looks over at Lucian. What kind of dream might you have had?
Well, it was as if I was sinking into a black abyss, but I physically was not there.
Hmm. Did anything happen? Did you see anything? Hear anything?
It's just a weird, bizarre dream.
Hmm. Well, we were told that Duskvale has been having weird dreams. Maybe it's because you're close to there?
Think, hopefully.
I mean, I did have the seal out, but I was pretty far away from you all.
I don't think any of us physically touched that seal, so I don't think it's that.
Levette kind of shudders at the mention of the seal. Ugh.
Takes it out and shows. I'm kidding.
Stop it!
Throws at you.
Heavy.
Throws at you.
Like a
Or whatever.
crucifix.
It's a curse. The power of Christ compels you. Wait, no, I don't want that. That's your guys' deal.
Yeah.
It's definitely nothing like fucking Christ.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we should get going and see what's going on in Duskvale. Try to find that nobleman. Try to get a boat. Try to find that guy that you want to murder.
I never said I wanted to murder him.
I thought it was implied the way you made a crater. I thought it was implied.
As she recalls you making a crater out of his holy symbol.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think you need to say that you want to murder him.
You can tell that she said that, and she just blatantly lied to you because your insight and your perception are so high.
Yeah.
You know immediately what she said to you was a lie.
Or maybe younger, but I'm not dumb.
I know you're not dumb.
Anyway. You all ready? Besides, it might be nice to have a meal that isn't a good berry, and that we don't have to hunt. Maybe we can find a place to eat.
Yeah. Levette puts her sword away.
How was your sword out? Did you see something?
I was doing sword forms. Training.
Okay.
First thing in the morning. Best way to limber up. I'm rusty. Levette'll just start walking toward the
Alright.
direction because
Alright.
determined man.
Somewhere I would like to see in Duskvale. So, I say we eat and we catch up later.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Fucking sin. If it's in your inventory, then I forgot.
Yep. I'm gonna say you made something up for the quest and then just went, oh shit.
I know he gave you a quest. He
Hmm.
wants you to like any runestones you find, give to her, but I don't know what you're talking about sticks for.
He gave me Skarn and McKeen little scrying tokens that are sticks with runic markings on them.
Oh man, I forget. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
I think that was like a month or two ago.
Yep. I was just asking
Yeah.
if that quest
Like
was still in
perception
play.
stuff.
If if that mission was still in play, I'll keep the stick that allows him to scry on me. If it's not, I'm throwing it away. I don't want to be scryed on.
Do whatever you want. I don't influence your character.
Oh, it was literally just I was asking what town we were supposed to be looking for his rival slash totally not love interest.
Yeah, that's Morosa.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys begin to walk down this large ramp. And it does take you a bit, and you kind of do have to keep your footing. Um, because it's a little steep. You imagine that beasts of burden that have to go up this hill probably don't have a fun time. As you get close to the city, you begin to see a few farms, just about 3 or so on the outskirts, and you continue to walk, and you begin to see sprawling out in front of you. Um, this is not completely flat on the beach. They still built this city in some of like a defensible position, not for like, I mean, possibly for attack, but really just so not to be bashed by the sea itself. So it is kind of raised on this large hill that's kind of on this beach. And you get close and you see most, if not every single house is made of wood. Driftwood, or like even upon closer inspection, like wood from ships, like just salvaged off of ships itself. The only nice houses are closer to the center of the city. And you can see the people that you're passing by, they look.
Hungover.
No, they look tired. They look like they
Mm.
haven't had sleep in a long time. Like you can see the bags under their eyes. And they have almost like a gray complexion to their skin. And then they just look sad. But the closer you get inside this town, some of the buildings begin to rise up a few stories. And you can see when you made it to the square, or I guess it's more of a circle, there is a fountain, a nicely made fountain. And in this circle, there is a large three-story building, sort of facing the sea. Excuse me. And sort of behind you, there was a two-story building, about the same size, just not as tall, and that seems like a tavern of some sort. The tavern says the Gloomgill Tavern, and the three-story building says Siren Splendor. And you can hear chuckles and laughter, boyish cheers and cries from the tavern, and clinging to like support beams and kind of hanging off of them, you see some fair-looking uh, patrons
Hmm.
wearing revealing clothing.
So you
But
said one was the Gloomgill Tavern. What was the other building?
Siren Splendor, and the town is not a ghost town. This is a port city. There are still dozens, if not hundreds. That might be too much. About 100 or so people, sort of just flooding the streets right now. They each have like wheelbarrows or sacks over their shoulders. They're holding baskets. It's a very similar sight that you saw to Breezy, except they don't have like they're not going to a cliff in a almost weird cultic way. These guys are like they're like dock workers. They live in this port and they fish and they supply it and they live here. In this central square as well, excuse me, there is another building, not as large, but the nicest building probably you've seen in this whole house. Not house, port. It actually does have bricks made. It is made of brick. And you can see two heavily armored, tall, full plate guards with halberds at their side guarding this. And hanging off that door, it says Baron's office. So, what would you like to do?
What's this house? What did you say it was called?
Which one?
The last one, with the brick house.
That it's called the Baron's office.
Oh, Barons.
Yeah. You guys have all of these people in like rags and pretty dirty clothing passing you by as you're sort of just standing in the middle of this square, debating on what to do. And there is all walks of life here. No
I
elves.
was muted.
No one obviously Temerian or religious or religions of which you're familiar with at least. Um, People really just look like commoners here, but you do see more of those. Some of you might know them as sea scales or just blue lizard folk, whatever you want to call them. They call themselves sea scales. Um, you see some of those. You see regular lizard folk. You see plenty of humans, very dirty, very grim looking. You see a turtle here and there. Aarakocra, there's all kinds of races here.
Should we check out one of the taverns? See if maybe we can ask people some questions?
And
Just
you
get it
said
like
the
eat.
Are both the Siren Splendor and the Gloom something, are both taverns?
Yeah.
one's not a
Or-
tavern.
One's not a
I
tavern.
One
understand
might be
Uh,
one might be a pleasure house.
uh-huh.
Well, people go to get drunk there, right?
Sure.
At the tavern, but not a pleasure house. And Levette is like looking at the ladies, like who are like showing more skin than she has ever seen in her life from individuals that are not herself, besides when they were bathing.
Yeah, you
Well,
actually
and that-
see.
Her
Make
face turns red.
for anyone that wants to make an insight on aura.
One of them in
Ooh.
particular is not exactly just sort of swinging off a pole. One of them is actually like dancing, and it is this beautiful teal-skinned Triton, a creature
Yeah, Aura
probably
has no
none
idea
of
what
you
you're talking
have
about.
ever seen before.
She doesn't know what a brothel pleasure house is,
Yeah.
so she just thinks it's a very fancy tavern.
It's where adults go to wrestle.
They're not wrestling. I see them dancing, right?
No interest going anywhere near that. Let's go to other place.
Oh, and fun fact, by the way, you don't
Levette
have those
like
in
moves her
Temeria.
head to look at Aura. Yeah. We
Huh?
do not. We do not have. Levette looks down at Aura. This is probably something your fathers will explain to you when you're older. But concept is you go there, you pay the nice working ladies, and they show you a good time that isn't an adult affair.
Now, the fact that she's 14 and still is lost kind of says a lot about maybe her dads weren't sure about how to explain it. But either
Somebody
way, she's
went-
just like,
Okay, we can go to the other place then.
Yeah. And
Basically,
Levette's
never
face
find
is
yourself
like
there.
beet red.
Basically, Aura, never find yourself there.
You said it's a place for adults, and well, humanoid-wise, I'm not adult-ish yet, so. Uh,
Yeah, maybe go back later. Many, many years from now. You do you.
maybe go back. That gives me the fucking energy of like this one show I watched. It's like, you're banned. You come back when you're 18. She does thing.
Yeah. Give it 4 to 5 years, then you could go do whatever makes you happy.
Levette's face is so red, and like she's just starting to walk toward the tavern because like, and she has like her hand shielding her face from like the side.
Morgan's just gonna wave.
Lucian's not really bothered by
Morgan, you
all these
wave,
women.
and the Triton woman with these piercing, almost like pink eyes looks at you and waves back.
Give it a
Oh,
wink
no.
head to the tavern.
Skarn will take a look for a few moments, and then I have no interest in offsprings. And turns around and walks to the tavern.
All right. You guys enter into the Gloomgill Tavern, and I will change the music. Still not an easy way to do this, or at least not a seamless way. I think my keyboard's dying on me.
No. Oh, by the way, or I rolled a nat 1
Wow.
for a total of 5.
Yeah, you think she's
On
got
that
it
insight.
now. You think
Yeah,
she's got it
yeah.
now.
Yes,
The
shit,
others
that's
are like,
She's got it. She understands. She totally gets it now. I explained that so well.
Tavern, there we go.
And for those who are like, ah, she's 14, she would know this stuff. I was a dense motherfucker. When you're naive and asexual, you know, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was young
Excuse
and
me.
read encyclopedias, including medical encyclopedias. So I was a weird kid. Reading is what brought me joy.
All right, so you
That's
guys.
what's wrong with me now.
Oh. So you guys enter
Read too much.
into the Gloomgill Tavern, and you enter into this place, and this is the tavern music that I have, but actually I guess I could skip ahead, maybe find something a little happier. Nope. Oh, fuck it. Alright, screw it. Yeah, you guys enter to this tavern. I guess we're playing slow music. The halfling and his band are playing some nice, almost sleepy sway music, kind of boring the bar. But you enter into this place, and immediately the smell of cooked fish and beer and grog hits your nose, and you can see on the ceiling there are nets and even a full like canoe, or not canoe, but like a rowboat kind of hanging off in the center part of the tavern. This is a big building. There is a marlin and other fish kind of stapled as trophies and just all sorts of things. A cluttered mess of just ship parts of like wheels and other things. There's even like a mermaid figurehead kind of being used as a coat rack right now. And at the bar, You see this large... I'm not kidding when I say this. Stereotypical pirate. He is wearing a long red coat adorned with a black captain's hat, has an eye patch and a big black beard. And he is just... Actually, you walk in, he's currently holding someone by the throat, and, I told you to calm down, Mary. It's not the time for that right now. And he tosses him back into his stool. And he does have a hooked hand as well. He is like as pirate gets, at least in terms of appearance.
Levette will like walk over. You said he's behind the bar.
He is, yes.
Yeah. Levette will walk up to the bar, kind of knock on it to get his attention.
Ah, a new face. What can I do you for, lass?
She's like, I'll take a shot of whiskey. And the strongest stuff you've got. And I was hoping you could give me directions to find someone.
Whiskey I can give. Information comes later. 2 silver, please, for the whiskey.
She drops the 2 silver down.
All right. Make a persuasion check.
Okay, persuasion. I'm okay at persuasion. That is a 10 for a 17 total.
You see him lean into the bar, and this is a large individual. He's about the size of Gavrik. Maybe slightly taller because the hat. And why, pray tell, are you looking for this individual?
He's a captain of sorts, and
There's plenty of captains around here, my fine lass.
yeah, his name is Captain Salvos? Salvo?
You're referencing Salvo.
Hmm.
That's a fine man that you're talking about. And why do you want to find him? He's not in town right now.
Well, he sold something to an individual that I came across, and the person who I got it from said that Captain Salvo sold it to him, and it was given to him by somebody I'm currently looking for.
You see him look a little confused. So what's this trading game that you're playing? What are you getting at?
The person who originally sold it to Salvo, is an old friend that I'm looking for.
And who might that be?
She goes like this, and she pulls out the drawing of Captain Amory and shows it, and she has taken point to like leave off the holy symbol and everything in her drawing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just of his face.
And now there's a face that caused some trouble.
Really?
Oh yeah. He came in here boasting about his station and quickly learned that we don't care.
That sounds like him.
I don't know why a Temerian came this far west, but I would like to... Well, I guess I missed that opportunity. You see, he was in town for about a day, and right up disappeared, before any of me and my mates could get our hands on him.
Could he have possibly caught a boat?
There are a few ferries that pass here. One goes to Valador, and one goes to Driftwatch. But I don't think he took a boat. I think he was taken.
Taken.
Taken by what?
Ah!
Hi! Do you have any tea?
Jeez. Pop up everywhere.
Yeah, what are the rest of you guys doing, by the way?
Standing.
Or as being in
Just
places you probably shouldn't be.
Standing
Yeah,
there,
we're-
not menacingly.
Not menacingly.
He
I
yells at
imagine
you,
Aura
"Stop
is-
gawking in the corner and get over here! I want to talk to all of my new friends."
Okay.
We're friends?
Well, everyone that comes into my tavern's a friend, little lady.
Oh, that's very generous.
Lucian lets out a
Levette.
really long sigh and slowly makes his way there.
You're
After
fully
hearing
in
that,
Temerian
Levette
garb.
taps. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Levette,
he changed. He
taps
changed.
the.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. After Levette hears that and hears Lucian's sigh, she taps the shot and just downs it real quick and then sits it back down. But I'm currently looking for him for just a little bit of payback.
Oh, this captain too, by the way. He also has bags under his eyes. It kind of just everybody, all around, has that.
Yeah.
But
You said you thought he was taken.
By the wretched sea devils that patrol this coast.
are the fish people?
No, the sea devils. We've got plenty of fish people here. They're actually quite nice. But the sea devils I can't stand.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to be offensive.
Is he talking about the Salguins?
Most likely. That
From what-
that is another name they go by.
Okay,
Yeah.
devils. Got it.
Where do they take them? Do you know? And why?
No. I just think they eat them. So your friend's probably dead.
Levette
What's
blinks in her head. There's no fucking way he's too damn conniving. That's what she just thinks in her head.
hmm.
Don't worry
What?
about it. I'm sure he's not that lucky.
Yeah, he's not that lucky to be dead already.
Seem rather unlucky to me.
Oh,
And
no.
Levette's face has gone very dark at just the thought of that being like, of catching him being taken from her.
Don't worry, you will get your chance.
Ooh, no.
So can I buy the rest of your gawkers a drink?
Well, I just
I'll
like
have what
some
she's having.
tea or water.
A glass of milk for her.
What? No! Tea or water's fine.
What'd you ask for? Water?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
or
no.
tea.
Water or tea, make up your mind.
What do you have?
Water.
Here. And I'll take the water.
Why you all look so tired here?
Do you need some coffee?
That doesn't exist.
Oh,
What do you mean it doesn't exist?
Not yet.
This world is hell.
Not yet.
This world is terrible. We gotta get the hell out of here. We gotta go to a different dimension
Alright.
now. There's no coffee.
Let's open a cafe.
My world, coffee comes from the Savage Lands. Or at least the coffee bean does. And they've yet to develop a full communication there yet.
So you're saying is we need to go to the Savage Lands and
We're going to Savage Lands.
gain a monopoly
New
on
quest.
coffee. Got it.
Yes.
Start the first ever Starbucks.
And then you'd have to contend with Evermore. Anyway, so that'll be, who's getting a drink here?
I'll definitely get a drink.
Sure.
Lucian will get
Actually-
what Levette had.
No, I
Excuse
won't
me.
be drinking. I don't trust this town.
The captain's also drinking. He has a mug in his hand. Actually, he has a mug in his hook.
Levette gets another shot of whiskey.
All right, now the 2 silver.
I'd
Alright,
make a
Lucian
good
wants
captain.
2 shots.
Silver
Then.
down. Are me and Lucia gonna have a drinking contest?
We might. Right now, Lucian is matching you. He'll pop down 4
Isn't it?
silver.
Isn't it a bit early for that?
You say that, and the captain eyes you with a mug in his hooked hand. Just gives you a side eye with his good eye.
Right.
Is the life of an irresponsible adult.
I mean, if we're gonna be investigating, you know, I
Oh,
will tell you
Levette
it.
gets a. You know what? Just hearing that, Levette says, "You know what? I'll just buy a bottle from you. I gotta refill my water skin. My water skin's almost empty."
Fucking just
I'm just
being petty at this.
doing math now.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I make up these numbers.
Or it's just gonna keep drinking her water. It's like
The
she does
conversion.
for what? Because she don't drink alcohol.
Yeah, fuck it. That will be
You
a
just-
gold, my dear.
She drops down a gold and she takes the whiskey and puts it in her bag
He takes the
for
gold,
later.
kind of bites it, and then puts it in his pocket.
Scar will just take a pint of beer and stay away from any alcohol-related bets or competitions.
That'll cost
You
you 3 copper.
I thought you were about to say he's gonna take a beer and then stay away from all alcohol-related things. It's just
Whiskey.
like that's what a beer is.
Whiskey is a finer spirits. Beer is pretty cheap.
But my friend did ask why everyone was tired. Is something going on with this town?
We've been losing sleep here. Some of us... worse than others.
Any common denominator?
Any weird dreams?
Nightmares, screaming. Terror of the depths coming from down below. Really, just most of our sailor talk and folk tales coming back to haunt us.
Oh, I did see something come out of the water last night.
Oh.
It tried talking to me.
The captain just kind of eyes you two curiously, with his one eye. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, we stopped outside town. We didn't want to overexert ourselves. And when taking a watch, I saw like this large black mass, like the size of a whale, but I don't think it was a whale, as it came out and just kind of hung around and then went back down. Then I think it did it again. Correct me if I'm wrong, Theo.
What?
Did it do it multiple times or just once?
Just once, but it was there for a long time.
Yeah, it was there for a while.
You're rolling hot, Captain. Well, perhaps that might have been a sea snake.
Didn't look snake-like.
The large black sheep is what makes me think it might be a serpent. And whales don't normally get this close to the city.
I know, but it was... It didn't feel... It just had a feeling. Like, I could sense... like a disease that was spread onto this town.
A disease. Oh, I just completely lost his voice. A disease, you say?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what about a disease, but perhaps madness. Lack of sleep and dark tales of nightmares. That's what we've got going on. And there's the disappearances as well. Your friend, the holy man.
Captain.
He's not the only one that's gone away mysteriously.
These happenings, weird happenings, have been going on all over the coast, up and down. Breezy had ghostly creatures attacking it that came from, well, they were related to the sea devils. And we saw sea devils taking people and basically eating and burning them. Cell phone here. Most likely, what you are having here is also something of their making. We might look around and try and find what's causing this. It's obviously not natural. Too much of a coincidence.
This whole area has been so much fun.
I'm just a humble bartender, lad. There's not much I can do. But if you're having a problem with the sea devils, then maybe take it up with the Baron. But be warned, the Baron's not available at the moment. But you're welcome to plea your call if you like.
Have you seen another person, actually?
Well, I've seen many people, lady.
We met a nobleman by the name of Soren. He was an owl-looking fella.
Soren, that pompous bastard. Why do you... What do you want from him?
Well, we did kind of save his life, so he got us as a favor.
So a debt paid?
Oh, now they play the happy music.
Get
They're like, yeah, get that roar.
that guy.
Continue.
I got
I
some.
also agree.
I actually completely lost my train of thought. What did you say?
We said that he owes us a debt because we saved his life.
You saved his life, you say?
Yes, there were these fog creatures that were turning people into ice and eating them in Breezy. And we stopped that.
He just looks surprised.
It was crazy.
Look, I've had my fair share of sea monsters, but what you're saying is not within my purview.
Well, they were more fog monsters than sea monsters, but either way, we want to also catch up with him and tell him that he doesn't need to send a message about sending. Well, he probably should still send help to Breezy, but that no one's dying anymore. So you should probably let him know that.
I mean, Soren's here. You might be able to talk to him yourself.
Have you seen him?
He passed by a few hours ago, I think. He's got his
Well,
own
that's good.
place further down the coast.
Maybe he can get us in with the van or tell us some information. What do all of you think? I'm gonna take that silence as a yes. As
I have a
the players
question for you.
Levette buys another drink.
2 silver.
Yep.
If it's fine spirits.
Question for you, bartender.
Captain Barebones is my name.
Captain Barebones.
All right, Bear Bones.
And that is Bear, B-E-A-R.
I was gonna make the joke as a question. Come on, bro.
Are there any houses of worship here?
You're kidding, right?
No.
Yes.
Oh, that was a nice joke.
I like that he listens to me. I
Good to
think
know.
to Aura, that's a good sign of, ooh, let's not question further.
Do it, Lucian. Question further. Get your
So what
answers.
do y'all? So what do all you people believe in then? Having fun at the brothel and drinking your life away.
Oh, Aura's going to start walking away.
Levette buys Lucian another shot of whiskey.
The captain still looks completely calm.
I'm worried about the other patrons.
Well, I think that's a simple way of seeing it. Not putting your life into the hands of some mysterious being that you can't see, feel, or even truly know. Rather than just being free and living your life as you want. Between the two, we choose the latter. But there are those that, if you're wanting some sort of faith, then a lot of us just believe in the power of the sea itself. How it is both a malevolent and benevolent force. One that can't be untamed. Nope, one that can't be tamed. And is loving but merciless at the same time. Not nearly as unreliable as other deities. And he gives you a glaring look with his one eye.
Levette,
Yeah, Lucian kind of starts laughing once he hears unreliable deities.
Levette does too, and she takes the drink of her shot. Amen to that. Levette's gonna walk over to like Aura now and leave the bar. Just stand there with Aura, just away from the bar, just in case he's.
Right.
Interesting way of seeing life.
What's the point of living if you can't live free?
Correct.
Damn.
I'm glad you know what freedom is.
So would you come into my bar asking metaphysical questions, or are you wanting to stay?
Now, I'll take 2 more shots,
That'll be a
and
gold.
then he'll plot. Okay. He'll throw a gold down.
All right. Kind of snatches it this time. He's irked, but not like pissed. You did a good job pushing a button.
You pushed the button.
What the Temerians are known for.
Exactly.
Pushing buttons and killing people.
By the way, you guys turn around. There's a number of other leering eyes.
Levette kind of like looks at, like, she sees that and she kind of just like walks up and puts her hand on Lucian's shoulder, and she makes eye contact with everybody else in the bar. And she basically gives, it's not a glare, but she gives them glancing eyes to know, I fucking killed people and don't mess with this guy because I will turn a knife on you.
Make an intimidation check.
I'll be right back.
I'm
Gotta check
actually
my
good at
mother.
those. Let's see.
Against the
I
whole
help her
bar.
out by producing a little bit of fire.
Oh, good God.
1, 2, 3,
Sure.
4, 5. I rolled
Ow.
a 25.
With advantage?
Oh, with advantage? Ooh, one more time. 26. I rolled one higher.
26. Yeah, you glare at each person in the tavern, and
It's
for
not
the
a glare. It's just
yeah. Whoever catches your eyes and does turn away. There are a few though. Some larger, scrappier looking individuals that kind of keep an eye on you, including the captain.
yeah.
One of them, you see, is ogre-sized shark man.
She is kind of, when she makes eye contact with that one, she goes, "That's pretty fucking cool." She's never seen a shark man before.
Just in the process of eating like a large flank of some meat.
A beastie of some sort.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, are you looking to stay?
Sure. How much for? Let's see. Do we want 2 or 3 rooms?
Doesn't bother me. Either way.
We'll do 2. The boys can sleep in one. The girls can sleep in the other. 2 rooms, if you could.
2 rooms. I'll be. So I continue to do math in my head and make shit up. Yeah. What does D&D say, actually? You know what? No, fuck it. That'll be about, I'd say, 4 silver.
Levette stick 2 gold on the table and shoots them over and says, "Just keep the change."
Ooh, thank you for your patronage.
She's just trying to even out the bit of anger that our
He
younger
takes he
Temerian
takes
has
the
caused.
gold and says, if you're looking for the good Captain Salvo,
Yeah.
wait today. His ship will come back.
Oh.
You
Okay,
see, Captain Salvo, he's unique. Well, really, he and his people. He's more of a scavenger than more so a salty sailor like myself.
Salty's one way to put it.
He just.
Levette just covers his mouth and just like pushes him away from the bar. And he said what time he would be back. Did he give a specific time?
I guess I can give you one.
Yeah.
Late
I'm
night.
ready. Late night. Okay, I write it down. It's in my notes.
His people sort of follow the cycle of the moon whenever it comes up, so whenever the moon comes up, I'd say. What is everybody doing?
Now, who wants to go to the see if we can find the Baron? If he's not missing if he's not missing as well.
I was saying we could go try to find Soren.
I want to talk to the shark man who was glaring at us earlier.
I want you to not cause any problems.
Real quick, the captain.
That
Levette
might be
also
hard
wants
to
to talk
do.
to the
He-
wants to talk to the shark man too, though.
the captain will
Like,
look
oh
at
my
you
God.
real quick, Levette. Are you there, fine, lovely lady? May I see your map for a moment? I can show you where Soren might be.
Ooh, yeah. She lays down a map. Boom.
He points a big sausage finger right about here.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is about 6 miles from port.
Okay.
Actually, no,
cool,
that's
cool.
fuck me. That's
Oh, those are terrible wings.
screw it. Yep. 6 miles. Why not? I need to make that map. I don't know why, but he likes to live in the shadow of the dungeon.
Dungeon?
We don't really use it anymore. Sort of a relic of the past. Darkwell dungeon. Although, I wouldn't go there if I were you.
Why not? Is it just spooky?
It's haunted.
That just makes her want to go a little bit.
Is it spooky being haunted?
Yes. It's sort of... Those two sort of coincide.
I thought you all were big, strong big, strong sailors. Could take anything on.
You know, little boy, if you're trying to get on my bad side, my shift's over in a couple hours.
That won't be necessary. And Levette kind of leans into Lucian's ear. If you don't stop, I swear I'm going to punch you so hard in the gut you are going to throw up.
I know, it might be nice for a change to feel something.
Then how about I hit you instead of this complete stranger hitting you?
Maybe later.
She kind of like, it's like, okay, now you're really going away from the bar. She just like takes his head and she just shoves. Go stand with the child. Wait, where's the child?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh fuck! I completely forgot to mention he is a parrot. He's a parrot.
There's a parrot.
Yeah, he's got a parrot.
He's a pirate.
Yeah, well, you guys are causing kind of like this. Aura's like, you know what? They'll catch up. She tried to slip out just to see if she could find Soren on her own at this point.
Oh, okay. Then you're gone.
Yeah,
Well,
she
excuse
left.
me.
Should we find the child then?
Yeah, let's go. Come on, boys, we're going.
I probably would have followed Aura.
Yeah. Yeah. As you guys leave, you hear, that guy's asking for it.
No.
Hmm.
That's the parrot that I mentioned.
Yeah.
We'll leave it alone.
Levette is just pushing Lucian harder out of the door.
Okay, so
we.
you are trying to find the child, correct?
Yes.
It's
Our
been,
child and vampire.
it's been a few. Okay, if Morgan travel with Aura, then it won't be as hard to find them. Morgan sticks out. He's got
The
pointy ears.
stealthy one.
Morgan's like, hey, wait, no. Where are you going?
That's when Aura decides to use Pass Without Trace, and then we actually vanish.
Does Skarn go with them, or did Skarn stay at the
I
tavern?
think Skarn was drinking with y'all.
Like, would Skarn have come with us, or would you have stayed drinking?
No, I was drinking with you, and I left when you finished fooling around.
What?
Or it was
Okay,
none
so
of
with
us.
the May.
On the way out, when the parrot was speaking, you could hear Skarn like whispering, "No, you can't eat it."
Excuse?
Interesting.
No, maybe it does need to eat that.
Oh, right. I understand now. I understand. You guys leave the tavern, and I guess as we finally get good music, Jesus Christ, change the music again.
No one likes the opening band.
Do music. Stop. And then my keyboard is dying on me. I just realized people can hear me smashing my keyboard right now. I'm very sorry. I have to
Don't
wake it
forget
up.
to smash that like and subscribe button.
I have to fucking wake this damn thing
Yeah.
up. Come on. Come on, type something.
can also hit that follow button for more. If you're on Twitch.
I know my mochi ice cream.
No, not the mochi ice cream.
There we go.
Yeah.
After rubbing the keys like a fucking genie lamp, now it works. Let's do.
You
Mango's
get
not as good as
3 wishes.
Do. I'm tempted, but we'll keep it light for now. All right. Okay, so you guys are essentially
Looking for the
leaving.
child and the barbarian.
Yeah, you guys meet up easily. When you all stand together, especially Aura, she's pretty pale. She sticks out quite a bit. And if you look for the pointy ears, as long as you're like not trying to be stealthy, you can find Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan has Aura on his shoulders. Like, I'm kidding.
Like holding up.
Aura's
No,
flying through
really.
the sky.
Oh,
You
jeez.
No,
you don't want to ride Morgan's shoulders while we walk around town.
Mhm.
I don't think you want a 14-year-old on your shoulders. They're a little heavier.
I have 21 strength.
True. It's up to you at that point.
That is quite a bit. That's superhuman.
Yeah.
Levette has that too.
Yeah, I got
I don't think that would be any remote issue at all, actually.
All right, so essentially, you guys are leaving port. As you leave, you can see there are a number of other ships that are kind of beached on the side on the beach, and you do eventually pass those. Anything you have about 2 miles of travel, which isn't too long. But is there anything you want to talk about or do in the meantime, or would you like to skip ahead?
Levette does take off her cloak so that the symbol of the Thunder Eaters is showing.
Okay.
That's about all she's gonna do. And she is holding in the temptation to smack Lucian in the back of the head real hard. Because it's kind of bringing out like the seminary kid in her, where if someone's causing trouble, that person's punished severely. So she's like trying to shove that ingrained part of her like down and not be the cruel person that she knows she is.
So, who wants to take a bet?
I
What
don't
kind
gamble.
of bet?
That the leader of this town, the Baron, is missing. Like every other leader of every other place we've encountered so far along the coast.
They
That
tend to
is
be
true.
targeted first.
Oh, also, Soren did give you the Baron's name, and I'm going to tell you it just because it's fun. Baron Brine Swaddle.
Ryan Swaddle.
Aldous
Why do I
Brine
think
Swaddle.
How do you
Why do I
swine
think of a
Brock?
penguin man?
He's just an emperor penguin aerococra.
Oh my gosh, yes, please. And he can't fly. Oh my god, yes.
His name is...
A little top hat, maybe a bow tie.
It's exactly how you think it's spelled.
Yeah.
How do you swaddle Brian?
By swaddling Brian.
Ugh.
Who's Brian?
I hope
I don't
Brian
know.
Swaddle isn't in a pickle.
Pickles.
Was the leader of Mist Hollow gone?
Misthold,
Misthold, sorry.
Misthold didn't really have a leader. It was more of an outpost, and that captain you talked to was kind of like the quote unquote leader of that place. I mean, that's actually what Misthold literally is, an outpost. It's it's for guards and travelers to like. Its whole economy is to have escorts lead them through the Amaryl Forest.
And what about Breezy?
Breezy, the Sky Seer, their shaman or leader, is on pilgrimage right now.
Okay, so
Allegedly.
So far, just two are missing, and they don't seem too alarmed about the Baron. So I don't know if it's related just yet.
Oh, we can when we are back in town, we can check. Not
Skarn and Morgan make history checks. Actually, Levette make history checks as well.
Ah, hell. Okay.
Morgan nailed it. Skarn failed it.
I got a 15.
Okay, so Morgan and Levette. You would know. In your time here, you've been sort of taught Stormfang or Greyhold is a province. It is a large coastal province that sort of hugs the western side of the continent. Excuse me. And it is made up of territories. Uh, Scorestone was Aetanu territory, which is where you guys are now. That is outside of their territory. Breezy was kind of in between there. And with those history checks, the reason they would not know or possibly not even care about the Baron is because they're not like part of that agreement. They're not part of that territory.
Mm.
We're staying territories all up.
Now, the territories are allied, but they do still have each like their own sort of opinions about like who goes where exactly.
Yeah, allies don't mean friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Great Council is essentially made up of not friends, but just ruling leaders of each of these territories. Sort of keep peace between all three peoples. So you guys are walking down this coast, and indeed, you are in the shadow of this huge cliff, whereupon you can see sitting on it is this very ominous black fortress. We're talking like onyx black keep. High battlements, spiked towers. It is like dark, gothic castle almost. Not castle, keep. It's a it's a dungeon. Um,
Looks like something my sire would live in.
different construction, but the vibe is there. Yours is definitely more gothic. Let's see. So you're walking down this coast, and in the shadow of this, you can see, clinging onto the cliff wall, there is a small shack. It is really small. It's clearly only meant for maybe like one, possibly two people. It itself is made of these rundown boards, and you can even see like inside of it through like knots and cracks and seams in the wood. It also, upon just looking at it, it seems abandoned. But that's kind of like the weird, like ghostly, almost absent of presence vibe is kind of not Duskvale's theme. It kind of fits in the neat, sort of a creepy vibe is what I'll say. If that hasn't been obvious enough. So yeah, you guys are staring at this weird shack.
Is that roughly the location where the captain pointed for
Yes.
Soren's pirates?
Yes. Scarn, you're definitely smart enough to know to look at a map and sort of do some calculations. This is exactly where he pointed.
So, either Soren, who's married to the Sky Seer of Breezy, is living in a rundown shack next to a haunted castle, or someone sending us into let's call it fishy situation.
Hmm. We didn't make the best impression.
Oh, I thought we made the bestest of impressions.
Lucian,
You're
are you
gonna
still
get beat
drunk?
up one day.
Oh, resisting so hard. Hang on, I'm rolling. Do I resist? I resist. The other
Hold
Chimera
on.
is currently safe.
What should I roll to slap him in the back of the head? I'm just kidding.
Roll a d20.
Wisdom.
You're so right. Damn, bro.
Oh, you don't
Whack
pass. You
'em.
gotta smack him. You'll whack him.
Smacks back of head. Don't cause problems.
You get biffed. Good old biffing. Something people don't do anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's because we're not in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So, what do you suggest? Do we see if maybe this is the place that he lives, or
Maybe me and
ask around?
Morgan go first.
I would suggest approach cautiously.
Let's approach optimistically. What's the worst that can happen?
We pissed off the captain enough that he just sent us to a trap and there's sea devils in here and they're going to brutally try to murder us.
At least it's something to do.
Well, here, hold on. Let me give us a little hint.
Do. There you go.
Pass without a trace, baby.
Da-na-na stealth.
Oh, that's actually real good on my stealth.
You think I'll ever forget Pass Without Trace when we're trying to sneak up on things? Never.
Let's see.
Especially since my stealth isn't the best, even though every time I say that and I rolled pretty decent.
I
Hey Morgan,
got.
where'd you go?
I'm not
Right
far
here.
behind Morgan or Scarn. I got a 33.
You're rolling your stealth checks, but also there is a light fog, but make perception checks as well.
Ooh, perception. Ooh, that's not bad either. 21. Oh, hell yeah.
23,
I don't know how
27,
my own hair
14.
just floated in my mouth. Ugh.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh my god,
And then another
Scarn can actually
21.
see something.
Yeah, go Sky.
Lucian got hurt. He can't see too well.
He's still mad about that bar thing.
He's thinking about the parrot.
He's thinking about how to cook the chicken.
Oh, I'm gonna roll my wheel or whoa. Hold on. Okay, finally got a whoa. Hopefully we don't need it to be
Woohoo!
wheel today.
What does that even do?
Watch it.
Well, per long rest, I have to roll a die, and if it's an odd number, my cosmic omen is a woe, meaning I can minus a d6 from an opponent's ability check, saving throw, or attack roll. When it's a wheel, when I roll an even number, I add a d6. So whenever I need to dispel stuff, you hope it's a wheel, because I can add that to stuff.
I see. Alright, for stealth checks, that's ridiculous.
The sword comes out.
For perception checks, nothing sees you. Let's see if you see anybody. 23, 24, 21. So yeah, for... Oh, what did you... I'm sure you rolled. What did you get, Levette, for your perception?
21.
21, right.
Yeah. Same as Con.
Morgan. Not Lucian. Aura. So yeah, everybody but Lucian.
He's thinking on how to cook that stupid bird.
No signs of life, and something is off. It's hard to put into words. It's almost as if the house is waiting.
Waiting for a new owner.
You know what? I am going to summon a familiar. That way Skarn's familiar isn't alone in case Skarn doesn't want to send them in. I'll use a wild shape, because I get those back on long rests, or short rests. And let's see. Let's summon... Let's summon a rat.
With your 27 aura, I will say you do hear a slight shift of movement.
Ooh, where from?
The house.
Like
almost like furniture, kind of just slightly scraping against the floor.
Something is moving in there. I'm going to send a little mouse friend here.
As you now see a little mouse. A little white mouse.
And it also
Into the
gets your
house.
aura. Aura.
And I'm going to send a little mouse in there and see through their eyes to see if I can see what's in the house.
All right. Have your mouse roll a perception check, or if that's your perception or not. Actually, if you can see through it, then you roll a perception check.
Okay.
23.
It's pretty good. I'm stretching.
At first I thought you were like...
Pretty average
yeah,
roll for
so
aura.
good. Yeah, it's just a 12, plus
just the 12.
11.
You guys are level 6, for God's sake.
You let me pick a free feat.
No.
You let us pick a feat. We picked skilled.
I was level
I like the plus 11.
When I was level 9 playing D, or even level 12, like I don't know if we just rolled like shit or our stats were horrible. We never got anything close to what you guys get in D&D.
Well, this is why you take expertise. It's fun.
Yeah. You always want to be skilled in one fucking skill.
There's a reason why I love Bard and Rogues, is because of expertise and being redonkulous.
So,
true.
Anyway. Your little mouse sort of hops up the stairs, and you're immediately shocked to see what you see. As you see, first of all, your mouse probably smells it. You smell blood.
Oh.
Delicious.
No!
And you hop up the stairs, and immediately laying on the floor is a humanoid figure with a long, curved blade in their chest.
Oh.
They are
I
cloaked.
described.
They are cloaked and almost wearing similar rags to what the Edward was wearing.
The what?
Oh boy. The what?
The
The
what was wearing?
Edward?
The weird creature you guys fought in the cave. How I
Oh,
was just wearing like this almost tattered, not even clothing, just like they took a sheet
Shit.
and wrapped it around them.
Aura describes this scene to you all.
Or is there anyone else in there?
I'm looking.
What we sent?
She's gonna continue to look
Okay.
if there's anybody else in there.
Keeping your perception check going, there are papers scattered all over the floor, soaked in this individual's blood now. Your mouse kind of tilts their head up, and you can see there are drawers pulled open. There's a dresser in the corner. Looks like a lock was smashed off. There's even a chest that's been cracked open. This place has been rummaged through. There's broken glass on the floor. You'd actually see the windows were smashed in. I'll say real quick, make a intelligence or investigation check. Or survival.
Okay.
I think survival can also play into this.
I will do survival. 26.
26. There was a fight here.
Okay. She says she doesn't see anyone else in there, but she does say,
That definitely looks like there was a fight. And it looks like one of those creatures we fought before.
Oh, it does. It looks like a person.
Well, it looks like a person. Never mind. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything else. It might be safe to go in, but to be cautious. We don't want to get framed for this.
So we go in quietly.
By the way, the long curved sword, it's actually probably alien to what you guys are familiar with. It is what we would call a katana.
It's time for me to be a weeb.
Morgan's just like, I'm on it. But yeah, that's
Wait,
all Aura will do.
How many creatures are in there?
Well, they're dead, so
So, a murdered one at least.
I believe I only saw one body, correct, DM?
Yes.
Yeah, only one dead body. There is no other creatures as far as she has been able to see.
Wait, so what was moving inside?
She heard
did I
movement
miss?
inside. That is a curious question. Does this look recent?
With that roll, I will say yes. Fresh,
Oh.
even.
Let's start going over there.
Like, this figure is
I-
still bleeding.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
I think this literally just happened. And I don't know if anyone that did this is still there or if they're hiding. But I can't find them if they are. I only see one creature.
Levette asks really quickly that if from the opposite direction of like us walking up to it, if there's a window. She tells her to like look to see if there's a window on the opposite side of the shack.
There is a window, yes.
Well, is it the shack or the house?
It's a bit of both. The shack house.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were looking in the shack or like the mansion, so that's why I was wondering.
Oh, you mean the big ass fort that's like a 300 feet
The
above
dungeon?
you? No.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
No.
I'm going to the house.
Levette
I get
is
there immediately.
Levette is like sprinting and she's going around the backside of the house to look to see if there's footprints leading away from the other window.
Okay. Investigation or survival checks all around for whoever who is investigating the scene.
Which one's higher?
20 survival.
Oh,
I'm good with blood.
18.
you are.
I got a 25
Oh my
as
god,
well.
samesies?
Samesies, but you got a nat 20. I had to do counting on my
19.
fingers.
Scarlet's skill checks are always so interesting to look at. They're always so middle.
Ooh,
Yeah, you're still distracted, Lucian.
that fucking bird.
In fact, you're a bit distracted by a growl that you hear in your mind.
Oh, great.
You don't get a choice.
As if you just felt a breath. So we have Morgan at 20.
Levette
Aura,
25 as
Aura
well.
got a 26.
Yep.
Yeah, earlier. I imagine we're
25.
still keeping that. Here, Lucian, I'll help. Roll a d6 and minus it. I'm kidding.
This is what you guys piece together. The fight happened minutes ago.
Dang. Maybe if we weren't trying to pick fights at a bar.
The footprints. There are footprints, and they are like boot prints. And with your high rolls, the tide has almost washed them away, but they did not come from north or south. They came directly west from the sea. As if something stepped out of the sea. Morgan, with your nat 20, you just hear a breath. Somebody's here.
Do I know which direction?
It's in the house.
In the house.
I'm gonna jump at it.
Oh no.
You jump in the house?
I'm gonna jump at the breath.
At the...
Like, I'm going to go towards the breath.
Are you... Okay. Make... When you say jump, do you mean like attack or just like get into that position?
By
Snatch
jump
and
I
grab?
meant like basically pounce at the breath.
So are you attacking is what I'm asking.
I'll be trying to grab it.
Okay, make a... You can't quite see what's happening yet, or who or what it is you're trying to grab. So just make a... Do you regularly get advantage on grapple checks?
If I'm raging.
Okay, so make a grapple check at disadvantage, and I will try to make an acrobatics check.
By the way, how big is this shack?
Wanny.
Oh damn.
Oh, this shack is like... I'd say... I don't know, how small is my room? I'd say it's
It's
like...
a 15 by 15.
I'd say it's smaller than that.
It's a 10 by 12.
Oh damn.
It's like a shed, basically. 10 by 12.
7.
Yeah, 10 by 7. There you go. Maybe let's say an 8 by 7.
Hey, Morgan.
I've
hold on
already.
for a
I mean, I'm literally in the air right now.
Yeah, he's already gone. You can't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You're not
never
stopping me
mind.
mid-action.
He's
What did
Oh.
you get on your
20?
20? I rolled a 4.
Damn.
I got a high bonus though.
Suddenly it's got a plus 16.
Yeah, no, I don't got that high of a bonus. You
It's skilled.
you grab something that was in the corner and you immediately wrap your arms around it. And you find Soren wounded.
He
Why are
turned
you
invisible.
constantly in danger?
What'd you say?
I said, why are you constantly in danger?
I have enemies. Please let me go.
I'll release him if I know who it is.
Yeah. As soon as you felt the
Squeezing the blood
feathers,
out.
you got an idea.
Wait a minute. You said he was injured?
Yes. He's not like dying, but he is. He's bloodied, beaten, and exhausted.
Oh, so he comes out of invisibility, basically.
Oh, he wasn't invisible. He was just hiding.
Oh,
Before anything, can I make some sort of insight or perception to get a sense if the wounds he has are
Same weapon.
defensive
Oh, yeah.
or
Ooh.
offensive?
Make a medicine check.
I will do that. Like, did he murder this person? Is
Yeah.
essentially what I'm looking at.
that was in his house.
Yeah.
Is this a stand your ground state?
Also,
16.
for no specific reason, I'm gonna go start bottling some of the blood that's still leaking out.
All right.
Oh my god.
I get hungry.
Make a medicine check real fast, Morgan.
No, my blood.
You don't get no blood.
13.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah.
What the?
16.
16. With the 16, he has slash wounds like kind of all over him. Like someone was trying to rend this man to pieces like a savage. And with the singular, precise sword right in the chest, this was defensive.
Okay.
Someone got the jump on him, but he immediately executed them. Like, as soon as he came to his senses and probably reeled from these wounds, he dispatched his attacker.
He rolled low on initiative.
So is the sword his?
Could
I'll ask that.
Could be assumed so. Oh, you ask?
Yeah.
Yes, it is my sword. It was given to me by a friend. I don't see why that's important right now.
If it wasn't yours, it was free for the taking. Obviously.
Oh, yes.
Levette goes in and she is gonna lay on hands him. Like, give him just pop like 5 into him.
Okay. You can see some of the slashes in his like he was trying to use his arms to like brace against the slashes, and yeah, they're pretty bloody. So you seal up those wounds, and he's looking a little better. Thank you. It would seem my saviors came back for me.
Levette starts collecting the papers and stacking them and starts putting them on like the desk or like a table or whatever's
Okay.
there.
So, what happened? Why do you live in a shack if you're a noble?
I am not a noble.
Oh, I thought you said you were.
I work for nobles.
Oh.
Just because
A noble delivery man.
I I carry messages for the Grey Council, and I do some kind of side eyes other work. But
What kind of other work? The kind that makes you have enemies that trying to kill
Wait.
you?
He said he worked for who? The Witch Council?
the Grey
The Grey
Council.
Council.
The Grey Council.
I remember. That's yeah.
Yeah.
The-
That's
Talk
right.
about
he's
them.
done it before.
Okay, you guys got
Yeah.
a Stormfang file if you need a refresher.
I can.
Fucking. I lost my train of thought.
You're just a messenger. Why would they want to kill you?
Yeah.
I'm.
You're specifically told not to kill the messenger.
Exactly. That's just
I'm-
rude.
By the way,
I think our dear Thorn's
by the
more
way,
than a messenger.
we got word from Breezy, and I called off the regiment of guards that was going to go there. Thank you for dealing with that problem. I will
Well,
find a way to reward you in the future.
maybe that reward can be sooner because we need a boat. Also, you're kind of dying. They're being healed. Good.
I'm not dying.
Yeah.
You're still not
I
answering the
heal.
question on who would want to kill you.
There are
That's
I will, I
simple.
will,
those.
while they're talking, I will approach the dead body.
All right.
And now that we have a chance to examine a similar creature, I will not the charred remains.
It's not.
It
It's
looked
Uh,
human.
not. It's not that fucking tentacled eldritch
Yeah.
horror that you fought. This
no,
looks
no, no.
like
Yeah,
a man, a bald, skinny man. Oddly, it looks kind of featureless. Like if you saw this person in a crowd, you would not recognize them, or
Free
like be
blood,
able
though.
to point them out.
Is he's essentially, is he wet?
Is he wet?
Yeah, does it like we saw footprints
Uh,
coming out of the water.
Yes.
Um, like is he like drenched, is like cloak, whatever, is
Yes.
drenched in seawater.
Yes, that is wet. Yes. I'll
I take
say
a.
who's investigating the man.
Well, I'm about to take a
Um,
sip of his blood. Does that count as investigation?
That's an investigation, all right. One I'll have fun with in a second. Make a medicine check, Scarn.
I think you're about to
uh,
taste more fish blood.
medicine.
Oh.
I'm gonna give myself guidance.
What is it? Hold on.
15.
Seems like a man. He's older. He's got sort of jaundiced skin, but seems
Ugh.
like a man. Morgan, you are
Um,
tasting the blood.
I'm about to get a lot of vitamin A or a lot of vitamin poison. Yep,
Are you Are you
Ooh.
swallowing this blood?
I'm tasting it.
Are you swallowing this blood?
If it doesn't react poorly on the tongue,
It tastes like blood, but are you swallowing it?
then yeah.
Okay. Make a Constitution save.
Constitution 15.
At a point.
At a point?
Mark wherever you want to. Just know you have a point.
oh, hey, you're getting
That's-
points too?
A point. One. Mm.
DM,
What's up?
as Levette is picking up all these papers and organizing them, she is glancing and doing a speed read very quickly.
What languages do you know?
I know, let's see, I know Celestial, Common, Elvish for some reason, Giant, and Umbral.
You cannot read this. It looks like,
Ooh.
boy, it's weird. It hurts your eyes to look at. It's like scratches, dots, and mixed together letters.
Okay, then, can I make a sleight of hand check to try to take these without Soren noticing?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, please, 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 please. Ooh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. 13 plus 4, 17.
While you're talking to him, or Levette, please put those back.
Damn it. I
Yes.
was just gonna read.
I'm wounded, but I'm not oblivious. I will fill you in on what's happening. You don't have to steal from me.
I wasn't stealing, I was borrowing.
Secret
Also-
borrowing, you could say.
Also, the irony
Secret
in
bar.
someone who was once wholly stealing is laughable.
What makes you think I was holy?
Oh, please, you wear it on your
Holy
sleeve.
moly.
So, you still haven't answered the question?
I haven't answered the question because I don't know what eyes or who or what is watching. There is something wrong on this coast. And this
Yes, I know.
proves everything. He
I
just
saw it last
gestures
night.
at the man. We have dreams in Duskvale, a sickness in Driftwatch, and I don't know what's happening in Valador. We've lost contact with
also-
Valador.
You also have a weird creature coming out of the water.
I'm sorry.
at night.
A weird creature, you say?
Yes, last night. When the sky was clear, there was a weird creature that came out of the water. And then I felt the strange madness that was being
Was
spread on the
it?
town.
Was it? Was it a sea serpent? The large ones do have telepathic abilities. Was it that?
Did it kind of look like amorphous? I don't know if it looked serpenty.
With your high roll, it was sleek and long,
Ooh.
but
Okay.
it was too. I don't know. There was something weird about it. It didn't quite look serpentine. It looked wider than that, which is why I said whale.
Gotcha. It
Mm.
was wider. It was sleek, but it kind of resembled more like if a whale and an eel merged into something weird and was giant.
You're I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a biologist by any means. I'm an investigator. I will say the
Okay.
word I'm sure you're all thinking. I'm a spy for the Grey Council. There, I said it.
Oh, I did think that, but thank you.
He's looking at Levette.
I totally thought it.
Well, okay, so
I'm
for
not
the
just
record,
a messenger.
y-
I deliver important messages.
I didn't say that you needed to know what I was talking about. I was just saying what I saw in case anyone else saw it. I don't know what it is either.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why this, he points at the man, came to attack me. And this is my office, by the way. I know it's not regal or really anything to look at, but it's a private place of
Inconspicuous.
mine. Yes, it's inconspicuous. Until
Well,
now, of course. Now it's ruined.
it was, yeah. What are you
Why
guys
don't
doing
we
over
ask
there?
them?
Oh. Oh, speak with dead?
I was thinking
I've
the
prepared
same
today.
thing.
You have fun.
I'll be right back, as I'm gonna walk outside and just take like all the shots that I fucking got in the blood.
Oh
You. Uh.
Hey man,
God.
I A didn't notice, and B, it's blood.
True.
Go for it.
Oh my goodness,
No.
Will I
You do
become a
you.
problem? Yes,
No need
possibly.
change. It tastes like blood. It is a relief for you.
Hi, Rascal. What are
I
you
probably
doing?
just took like 10 shots of blood. Oh well.
10 points. I'm kidding.
You would make a new character.
I mean, I'm just sitting there stealing blood and then drinking it. If I become a problem, that's on me.
Hey, there's no harm that you know that is being done to you. So as far as you know, this is just blood.
Maybe if you drink Aura's blood, it will counteract it.
We're eventually. I want to try it unless I'm about to fuck myself. But
So
consequences.
Soren
This is the way.
finds a stool that's leaning on the floor, sort of wipes the glass off of it, and sits down.
Oh,
Go ahead, ask.
Alright. I'll cast Speak with Dead on the dead guy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask him questions. Okay.
No, we're asking the dead
Oh,
person
we're asking the dead guy.
By the way, does the dead guy have anything on him, like documents or anything,
Mm-mm.
like assassin letter?
Do you take off his robe?
Yeah, sure.
He has a familiar symbol carved on his chest.
Oh, what does it look
And
like?
these people.
Oh fuck, where's that paper I've shown it to you guys before. It's that same symbol you have on that stone.
Oh, okay. Wait. What? Oh, the Maka stone?
Mm-mm.
This Hogwin token that I have.
Yeah, so
Yes,
yeah.
that
Oh,
one.
that one. Gotcha. Okay.
It looks
Fun.
like a mouth coming off of a slitted eye. Is what that symbol looks like.
Right.
Okay. Anything else?
No. He smells really gross and briny, but nothing besides that.
This, the, do I see a weapon on him, or did he attack with claws, or
You do not see a weapon on him. But
around?
yeah,
Like we see the defense, we see the
there is
defensive
a.
wound.
I guess I forgot to describe it, or I was caught up in the moment of Soren hiding. There is a rusty short sword in the cabin, shack, shed, abode. So yes, there was a weapon of some sort. Sorry, I forgot
And
to
he's
describe that before.
and as far as we can tell, he's just a human.
As far as you can tell, and as well as you have rolled, he is a human. A bald, slightly yellow-skinned human.
I got lupus.
How the hell does he breathe underwater?
Mm,
That could be one of our 5 questions we ask him.
that they're about to ask, so.
Yeah, if he wants to cooperate.
Who's casting the spell?
I cast Speak the Dead.
How does your magic take effect? What does this look like?
Um,
Excuse
we'll
me.
say it's very much like how whenever a phoenix dies, it kind of like erupts in like a little bit of fire and then comes back. Kind of something like that, but with a instead of like the corpse itself coming back, it's more like an animated spirit.
Okay. You see sort of the body begin to reanimate. The wrist and like he was stabbed, but Soren fucked this dude up, and his body sort of begins to unbreak itself, and you hear a sickening crack from his neck as it is staring at you, tilted, and looks at you.
All right, we get 5 questions. Anyone have anything that they just really want to get out of that?
Why did he try to kill Soren?
All right, there's the first question. All right, corpse. What's the answer?
Okay, so you're asking now. All right, I thought you were gonna like stack up your questions and ask them in order.
We'll do one at a time. Make it easy.
You asked.
Why did he try to kill Soren? The little.
He has a target for my master.
Target for his master.
Yes.
Well, then
Who's your
his
master?
Yeah, there you go.
He is the one and true second hand.
Need some translation. What did he say? Just say adorably.
He's not known secondhand.
He said he is the one and true Sunken Herald.
Who sunk Harold?
Oh, jeez.
All right. 3 more questions.
3 more.
Do we know who the Sunken Herald is?
I'm not gonna make a roll for it. You got no fucking idea.
Yeah. So maybe who is the Sunken Herald? Or should we ask where did he come from?
All right, fourth question.
Oh,
Third
okay.
question. Who's the Sunken Herald?
The prophets of our salvation. He will save us all.
So, make sure I heard that right. Prophets of our salvation, he will save us all.
Yes.
Then,
This
what was the
music.
fourth
Hold
question?
on. This music is way too fucking happy for this. I just realized. Is my keyboard dead? No. Good. I can do this fast then. Yeah, let's. I'm so sorry, viewers. This is. That's what feels off. The music feels off. Oh, there we go. That should be a bit more appropriate.
Then, fourth question, I'm thinking was, where did he come from? That sound right?
That's your question?
All right, fourth question. Where did he come from?
A tale as dark as history. Our savior came from the stars.
Oh
Wait,
shit!
Oh.
Our savior came from the stars.
Wait, what?
What was that first bit?
it was the first bit.
A tale as dark as history. Our savior came from the stars.
The vet hears that and immediately looks at the
Just
child.
looks at Aura.
Why are you looking at me?
Nothing.
You are the Star Child.
Yeah, but I did. I've been.
The vet's like going through her mind that immediately, what happens if we interact with this creature? Is it going to? She's just thinking it's going to try to kill Aura. It's going to try to eat Aura. Protect the child. Fuck. Why do I care? Shit. Shit. Shit.
As you're asking these questions, it was a flicker at first, but there is a bead of light beginning to grow in this thing's eyes. This
Oh.
faint teal light.
Fifth question. Anyone have any fifth question?
Anything.
Was I have one, but I will let other people ask if they have something. I'll tell you what my question is, and then people can decide if they like it or not. Because we don't have his name. I wanted to know the name of the Sunken Herald. If anyone has a better question, though, let me know.
I'm outside drinking
I'm-
blood.
I'm fine with that, but as like Levette notices that light, I would like to cast Detect Good and Evil.
That's tricky.
If I feel the presence of any abjuration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
It's interesting.
within 30 feet.
It's interesting. There is a faint but powerful aberrant aura on this creature.
I think something's watching us through this dead body.
Oh.
It's just a feeling I'm getting. So
Ora's
I
gonna
can
look at it
help.
closer.
what was that?
Ora's gonna take a closer look at it, actually. Which is... Another question I have is that he said he came from the stars.
Or as you get a closer look, make a medicine check real fast.
Okay. Because my only other question I can think of is, what star did he come from?
That's what I was
Does
just
it,
thinking too.
does it really matter?
Yes, the different stars have different meanings.
With your keen knowledge of the physical body and your piercing eye, you see something your friends did not.
Oh.
From forehead to stomach. Actually, no. From the top of this thing's head to the bottom of this, it's naked, so it's entire groin. There is a small seam in its skin.
Oh God.
Just a straight line, like a scalpel.
Oh no. Oh no.
I point that out to the others.
When she points it out, now you guys see it. And what I'll say with that medicine check, not only is there a seam in this thing's skin, that yellowness is not jaundice. It is an unnatural, almost a faint, sickly, yellowish green tint, and the skin itself is almost covered in a slick mucus and slimy and nasty.
Should we get Morgan in here to heal the skin, because there might be something in this, like a skin suit to appear human?
So here is my thoughts for the last question. Is either we try to figure, like, get an actual name of the herald, could ask which star did he come from, or could ask him, what are you?
Or
I was
ask him
thinking,
where
what
he
are
We'll
came
you?
go with the
from?
last one.
That or where he came
Do
from.
you want the last one? Because I asked if you had what, and you didn't say anything yet. What are your thoughts?
I think we need to deal with the here and now, and it's the second time we've encountered these creatures, probably not the last. The more we know about them, for future sake, like, feels like the Sunken Herald is like a pretty, like, out there thing. Like, it's like symbols and prophecies, and not something you can actually touch. This creature and the likes of it seem to possess, to be a threat. So the more we know about it, the better we'll be able to deal with them.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys ask the question then.
What are you?
You ask your final question. And for a moment, the body just goes still. Like the arms and like the twisting, almost slowly moving that it was doing just goes completely limp like a puppet. And its eyes alight with that teal glow, and its mouth extends. That seam in its skin opens, and you see this thing's skull completely not human and split open, where you see a singular third eye that was underneath the skin. And
I knew it.
You hear a familiar voice, Lucian.
Oh,
God.
great.
I am your salvation.
I would like for everyone to make a wisdom save.
Ah, shit.
Okay, I have advantage on this.
Wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Am I making
Oh,
this?
hey, nat 20.
Yeah, everybody.
Well,
Everybody
I
was...
was asking. I was
Yeah,
asking 'cause
Morgan's
I'm outside.
outside. That's why he's asking.
You're,
Oh,
what?
I was outside drinking a shit ton of blood.
Okay, then
no.
you're not included in this.
Oh no. Oh, no.
What'd
Your
you get,
salvation. Morgan comes
friend?
and tries to kill us.
I
Right, what
got a
happened to
7.
Arn?
Oh,
I got a 7.
As you all, this
Stack, baby.
voice is earth-shakingly deep, and your minds are almost filled with terror. As it continues to speak.
The destiny of the tide will wash away the light. My gift will be all the fate of the world.
My gift will be all the fate of the world.
And
hey, Eddie, I'm gonna do a thing.
then the lights go out, and the body goes
Oh, okay.
slack. So, wisdom save, what y'all get?
I
got
Nat
a
20.
7.
11?
Okay, say that again.
11 is fine.
You get 11.
Scarn got an
Scarn.
11. Lucian had
Levette got
natural
a 7.
20. I got a 21.
I got a 7.
Wisdom. Sorry, my brain just farted.
Okay.
Scarn and Levette mark a point.
Yep.
Oh,
Fuck.
Everyone gets a point.
not me.
Aura, you just.
Except the Star Child.
Aura, you just succeeded.
Ooh, he had a high TC.
I'll say the last thing it says before it fades.
And I am here.
And I am here.
Yes.
It came from the stars. Think this is an alien. Don't think we're the same.
By the way, contacted that thing earlier, and it caused a weird dream this morning.
Levette looks at Lucian. Something like that spoke to you, and you didn't feel like you should have mentioned it? And she knows immediately how hypocritical this sounds, but nobody else can hear it.
Like I could handle it. I don't feel like I could trust you well enough as well for something like this.
Right. No trust. Got it. Levette walks out of the shack.
All right.
Sees Morgan just shooting blood shots.
How's it going?
Not good. And she's just gonna sit on the ground near the water
All right.
and just staring.
Soren is holding his head similar to some of you guys are.
What?
Oh no.
What was that? The sunken herald came from the stars.
Came from the stars. That. I don't understand.
I didn't. She's just kind of like looking at her star marks now as she's like wondering about this thing.
Oh. We fought something like this before, and it didn't take to radiant damage well. I'm not sure what this is, or why it's here, but I think there's a lot more going on than with the sea devils and the sea in general.
That much I surmised already. But this is something else. Otherworldly threats we have not had to face for a long time. And even of this magnitude, I don't even know where to begin. Really, he kind of looks around. Where's Lucian and levette right now?
Levette's outside by the water. Lucian's probably still in there.
Lucian's chilling in the shack.
He looks at Lucian and just kind of cocks an eyebrow and shrugs. Really, the holy people, they are the ones that were mostly targeted in the incursion when the hells broke on Kos and tried to invade our world and consume us in fire. But it was thanks to... He just sort of points a finger in your direction, Lucian. Doesn't really look at you. It was thanks to... They helped, yes, though they claim they fixed the problem. But this is something else entirely. This is not devils. This is not the hells. I don't even think it's the abyss. I think this is something else. Something alien, something wrong, something strange. Something this world is not ready for. He's kind of talking to himself at this point. He's a man that like does a lot of thinking in his head, or like has like an internal dialogue, and now it's an external dialogue. Well, I'm just a messenger, so I don't know where we go from here. But I reckon if you follow the Sahagin, as that symbol does keep appearing, in whatever this sunken herald is, if you follow them, we might get to the source of this evil. I don't know. What do you think?
I think for right now we should focus on one thing at a time. We wanted to try to find the chieftain still. Do you know a Captain Savos?
Salvo, yes.
Salvo, I mean?
He's a strange one. Scavenger. Claims to be a captain, but he does have a ship. Although I'm curious as to how he got it. Well, actually, no, I do know. Yeah, story for another time. He's not here right now.
Did he leave town?
He did. He swims down into the sea and finds things to sell in the market. Shells and lost relics, if you can find them. A scavenger.
I see. When's the last time you saw him?
I'd say about. The fuck time is it right now? It's like probably early afternoon, maybe.
Hello, puppy.
Let's say it's early afternoon. I saw him. Early hours of the morning.
Do you know why the Baron's missing?
Oh, he's not missing, my dear. He's just not feeling well.
Oh. Perhaps we could help. I am skilled in medicine, as is my two companions here.
It's not that simple. You need certain. What's the word? Credentials to go put your hands on someone like a baron. And his
What kind
guards
of
have him
credentials?
locked up tighter than, well, the dungeon up there.
Interesting. Okay.
I look to the other two if they have any questions.
What's exactly this dungeon?
Oh, Darkwell Dungeon. Oh, it's, in the old days of this town, when piracy was more of a problem, they adapted by punishing those who were either pirates or who they suspected to be pirates. And if you look there, and he points his finger up. Actually, he steps outside of the shack and he points up, and he's pointing at these iron rings that are bolted into the mountainside or the cliffside. There they hung nooses, and they put the pirates as sort of a warning there. And the dungeon itself, well, that's definitely out of commission at this point, and I do hear rumors that it is haunted. Not necessarily something I wish to investigate myself, as I don't necessarily feel like being possessed by a maritime spirit. I mean, you're welcome to go up there yourself. I should probably give word back to the council. This has put a development in some things that were going on. A kink, if you will.
She nods her head, and we'll just kind of go outside to check on the other two. Though not before looking at the creature. And at any point when he mentioned came from the stars, was there any familiarity to Aura?
Make an insight check on yourself.
I will. I will insight myself so hard, guys. Watch me roll a nat 1. Okay, it's an 8. It's a 16.
I mean, you've had that feeling of homesickness whenever you look up at the night sky and you see those twinkling lights. When you look at this creature, you just feel alone.
Oh. Ooh. Fine. All right, then I'll go outside. Also, my dog is laying his head on my ankle as I cross my legs, and I'm like, I want to move my ankle. But if I do, he'll be sad.
Resident
We should find
vampire
Levette.
elf dropped out.
Oh,
Yeah, said he had to do some stuff.
Yeah, he's got like stuff going on today, I guess. Uh,
What one last time before Scar leaves the cabin, takes a look at the body, like trying to look beyond the the um like the the burst out uh and the sickly skin, the sickly like
yeah.
yellowish green skin and baldness. Just look at the hands and like trying to look beyond to see um essentially could it be like a normal person that has been turned into this?
Hmm.
Like
Interesting.
maybe if I don't know if he was like a I don't know a fisherman or someone who worked with his hands will have like the markings of a person who like works for a living. Fishermen will have a lot of
Palace
cut on their
dance.
hands from ropes and from nets
I
and from
understand. I
sharp.
understand. Make investigation, medicine, or possibly arcana, depending on what you're looking for, with advantage.
Now we'll go with investigation. I'll give guidance. Ooh, this is good.
Oh, well. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. 30.
30.
30. With
I get a
30,
I take a very good close look.
with the 30, be it fear, curiosity, or whatever it is in you that has inspired you to give a deeper look as to what it is that you're trying to find, they are confirmed. Just as you thought, when you look at the palms of this one's hand, you do see calluses and old rope burns of who might used to be a sailor.
So, well, we know now. We know now. I'll go outside to everyone and well, I think we know what happens to all those who go missing. Uh, they turn into these creatures.
You
At
know,
least some of them.
I will also say with the 30, for fuck's sake, it's not a nat 20, but it is a 30. I rewarded Aura's 30 something. I'll reward your 30. Um, this is just the beginning stages of something more extreme.
Like that. You mean in terms of transformation or?
In terms of transformation, this is just one early stage of something that will undoubtedly turn this person into some monstrosity.
I relay that information to the rest.
Seems like we've got a lot of work ahead of us if we wish to pursue this further.
Um, so are we are closer to where Salvo is supposed to come back, right?
Salvo will come back to port.
Yeah.
You guys are just a few miles off of the port right now.
Alright. You said it's about mid-afternoon.
Yes.
Um, should we head back then?
Head back where?
The inn?
Oh,
You should probably burn the body. To be on the safe side.
Levette goes in and she grabs the body, and that kind of blank look kind of goes over her face, and she kind of just tosses the body out onto the ground, and she will think, can't you? Look at my spells, look at my spells. They, yeah, and she's going to cast create a bonfire. And she's just gonna start burning the body. And like there's like nothing in it. It's like robotic, basically.
Mm-hmm. Wait, burying or burning?
Burning.
All right.
Uh,
It takes a moment to catch.
Yeah.
It does catch, but it much longer than you would have preferred. Like you actually had to hold a torch over the body to dry how moist it is off first, and then it burns.
Oh, I used magic. I used create bonfire
I
to light
understand.
it.
It still took a while.
Yeah. Yeah. And she just holds it there until it like lights.
as the body starts to burn, I will I will uh, kneel next to the fire and will say, um, whoever you were, whoever you believed in, I hope you find peace now. May the great ones protect you and give you guidance in the afterlife.
The body
You
slowly
didn't.
burns. Oh, sorry.
You, whatever you did in life, you don't deserve this fate. And I will, after the body is thoroughly burning, I will get up and walk away from it.
Soren comes out of the shack. He does have a cane. I think I did say he has a cane. He's definitely using his cane much more than he used to, as he slowly limps to you guys. And just also plops down on the. It's not sand, it's rocks, but it is a beach. You guys just watch the fire burn. Just with that
Aura will
eerie.
tell Levette. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, narrative nonsense. You got that. Just that as you look at this creature, it's not the same thing that you killed back in Breezy. Uh, Breezy Like that seemed like a whole new thing. Like it had like tentacles for hair and like a predator like mouth. This thing, it's almost as if something horrid grew inside of it and split out of it.
For the
It's
record, with the
horrible.
breezy thing, we were thinking of the little creature with the mouth splitting open, not the big one.
Little creature, mouth splitting open.
You
You
mean
had
Oh,
The one that
something
burned
like
in
put
lava.
extreme?
yeah,
silent
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what
screech.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what
Okay.
we were talking about. The like when you're saying tentacles for hair, I'm thinking of the thing that hit us with acid, right?
Oh no, I'm
That's
talking
with
about the deep scion.
no. Okay. No, we're. I thought of the little creature is what this was
Edward.
similar to.
That's what
Yeah,
that I know.
Edward.
We're on the same
Okay.
wavelength. I promise.
Okay. You kept saying it's not like the tentacle creature, and like, okay, I
No,
didn't
that thing
mention
had like
tentacle
tentacles
creature.
on it. If you pull up a picture of a deep scion, spoiler alert, that's what it's called. Um, they have like these like would be dreadlocks, but they're just tentacles instead.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
interesting. That thing didn't have tentacles on it. It's like the big acid thing. That thing had like tentacles for limbs and like on its shoulder blades, and it was amorphous and weird. But yeah, I understand what you're talking about. This thing is not the same thing as Edward was, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I didn't know that Edward had tentacles is all that so
Ah,
that's why I was really
I
confused.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember the tentacles. I only remember the sonic
Edward was
scream and the mouth
probably
splitting
a
open.
Edward was probably a either a natural being or the final formation of this, or he was something that was already what he was.
No, I get it now. It was
Yeah.
more I was confused by why they were
Yeah.
referencing.
Yeah, Edward was like some weird. I don't even know how to describe it.
I get it. We can move on.
Oh, the last thing I'll say
Yeah.
is the skeletal frame that burst out of this thing is almost fish-like, is what I'll say.
Hmm. Fishy.
Hmm.
Very Piscean. So,
What were you gonna
eventually,
say to Levette,
flames do
Aura?
die down.
I was just gonna tell you what everything that Soren told me about the person you're looking for.
He told you something about the person I was looking for? Oh, Salvo.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Levette kind of, like, I hear in your voice, she kind of, like, shakes her head a little bit, says, and just, like, listens to you. And she just kind of nods, glances at the fire, and just kind of walks away from the fire a little bit more as it's dying down. Should we go now? Back to the inn now?
Sounds like a plan.
Well, okay.
Levette starts walking
All
silently, and it's more of a trudge, and it's to the point where she is audibly she is walking in a way that makes her armor clatter heavily.
All right.
Almost like kind of a warning to anything in the area. Like, don't fuck with me, I'm currently pissed.
Gotcha. Doesn't take too long to get back to the city. Just about a 30-minute stride, and it's almost as if nothing changed. You see the ships lined up at port. You see people walking back and forth in a very tired manner, still carrying crates and baskets of fish and nets, and still the same port city.
Did Thorn come with us, or did he stay back at the shack?
He stayed back.
Okay.
But you guys are going back to the tavern, correct?
Yep, back to the tavern.
All right.
Is there a separate inn by any chance? Or is it all just in the tavern? in
I
one
already
place?
bought rooms.
Oh,
Please.
okay. I just that place is awkward. Because Lucian's
Well,
gonna
it's not my fault it's awkward. I was being nice.
keep fine, I'll take the room.
I was being a
She's
little
sharing with me.
spicy.
Look, you're sharing a room with me, not Lucian. That's all that matters right now, because if anything, they're gonna go to the room where Lucian's at.
Heck yeah,
They
brawl
might just
fight.
leave us alone. Yeah.
All right. So you guys go back to the tavern.
Yeah.
I played the wrong fucking playlist, motherfucker. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. Okay. So you guys, do you all retreat to your rooms, or do you have business elsewhere?
Well, Skarn's
Mm.
still back at the shack, right?
I would
Did
assume
stay
he
behind?
followed you guys.
Oh, okay.
Are you here, Frozer?
Frozer?
Sorry, I was um somewhere else. Sorry, what did you ask?
Are you following
Did
the
you come
party, or
back
do you
to the
stay
tavern
back
with
at the
us?
shack?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm following the party.
All
No
right.
intention of staying there.
Yeah, he's not staying there by himself with all the weird happenings next to the haunted fort dungeon.
Oh, that thing just that and a lighthouse just shadow the city on those
Ugh.
two opposite cliffs.
So the Baron is sick. I
Do we want to
don't.
sit down at a table or go up to one of the rooms to talk?
I assume the rooms.
Yeah, we'll all everyone can clatter into like the room that me and Aura are staying in, and then the boys can leave.
Huh? So you guys all get in the same room?
Yeah.
Just to talk.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
Debrief in girls' room.
I'm gonna eat this muffin while you talk.
So the Baron is sick and locked in like a dungeon tower for some reason.
No,
No, no, fuck. I mean,
he's at his house.
Yeah, fuck.
He's at the Baron's office or his house. He's not locked up. He's just sick,
Okay,
and so
then
he's not
who's-
receiving people.
Oh, then why did someone say that someone was locked up? I didn't ask. I heard
I thought the
something
locked
about a
up
dungeon.
was like there is a dungeon here
There is a dungeon
that has
but
like
it was
haunted
used
stuff.
it was used in the past.
Okay.
To lock up pirates.
Okay, I get that. I just remember when I asked about the Baron, then a dungeon was mentioned. So that's why I was
Soren
like,
tends to ramble when he speaks.
so that's why I'm very confused.
Yeah.
As I'm like,
He's a man that likes to hear himself talk.
Yeah.
okay, that is not made very clear to me.
Yeah,
It's like my dad.
The Baron's either at the Baron's office or if he has a house. But
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're fine.
so
You're
we
fine.
know he's sick. And he's not seeing people.
Hopefully he's not growing tentacles. And that's why
Mm.
we can't see him.
that now is like stuck in Levette's head.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm honestly not sure what to do out of character.
When we
Vette's
get
going to wait
back,
for Salvo.
when we get back to tavern, I want to ask the barkeep about anyone with essentially magical abilities in town.
I mean, we're in the tavern now. We're just all talking in the room.
Yeah, so I will just head down and try to see if there's anyone who's proficient in magic in town.
Okay. Would you like this to be a fast interaction, or would you like to roleplay it? Because I can give you a simple answer.
You can roleplay it.
Okay. Just asking. I don't mind I like roleplay. I'm just. If you want to be more expedient with your goals, I can give you short and sweet answers.
Yeah, so I head down to the tavern. I go get myself a drink because the events of the day and discovery of what this creature was
Okay.
has had an effect on Skarn.
Simple beer, silver. Finer spirits, two silver.
Something simple.
All right, just a silver.
And as say Barky, do we know the barkeep's name? Don't think we know his name. Is anyone in town of the arcane magical inclination?
The only one that I know that might be Lushka. Although I wouldn't really call her a wizard. She's more of a naturalist type.
Naturalist type? Like,
You know, those ones that turn into animals and such.
Oh, druids, yes.
Yeah, that stick magic thing that they do.
Stick magic.
Speaking the trees and whatnot.
Well, let's hope he never sees Aura's type of druid.
I couldn't say that with a straight face.
Oh,
jeez.
Well, I don't know how much she can help me, but can you point me to her? Well,
I'm looking at a list. Hold on. Excuse me, jeez. You're looking for Lushka. She's a turtle. A kind old soul. Runs an alchemy shop down by the pier.
thank you. I will seek her out.
No problem, my small green friend.
I may be small, but I have long ears.
Nah, you're still quite small.
Oh no.
He just chugs the pint.
Indeed small.
Damn that bird.
Anyone want some rotisserie chicken all of a sudden?
No,
Bird hasn't said
Mm,
anything about me.
While Skarn drinks, he just pets Whisper on the head and whispers it. Now, you can eat it. It's impolite.
I prefer fried chicken.
We could probably get some
Um,
oil.
It's mostly
after
fish in this town.
after I finish the drinks, I wanna head to the pier and try to find this Slushka and the alchemy shard.
Okay. We will get to you later. The rest of the party, you guys are conversating.
I guess Skarn decided to have his own adventure. Do do do.
I
Let
guess
him do what he
so.
wants.
I'm not sure what to do. We can't seem to get to the Baron unless place is all very tired. There's weird things. I don't know.
I'm going to sleep a bit early so that I can maybe meet this Salvo when he docks. And maybe I can negotiate him taking us to the Sorrow Strand on his boat.
Sounds good. What about you, Lucian?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of unanswered questions right now. I don't know how we should proceed.
Hmm. Well, let's maybe let the others figure out their information first, and then I might just stay and meditate for a bit.
What does your meditation look like? What do you meditate to?
No.
Oh.
I don't think she does the cross-legged Om thing. I think it's more she just kind of lays in her bed. And it's not like she's sleeping. It's like, when you're like sitting upright with your laptop kind of thing.
Yeah.
Legs not crossed. They're laid flat, propping herself up with pillows, and she just, just focuses on her breathing.
Make a wisdom check for me.
Oh.
Not
Fine.
Not
Yeah.
a save, just a check.
Okay.
Oh.
23.
Oh, awesome.
Ouch. Rolled an 18.
Let me change the music.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You're so
no!
centered right now.
I'm gonna do a yoga meditation. Enters another dimension.
You're not actually projecting yourself.
Let me.
As Lucian asks, what does it look like? I do something like this. She starts glowing. I want the Star Child to continue
God
to
damn it.
scar you, I guess.
Where is this one? Aura, you
Yeah.
take a moment to meditate and you practice your breathing and you think about what you've learned, the name that you've heard, this sunken herald. And as you think on these thoughts and the events of today and the lingering power that sits within you, your vision goes black. And your eyes open again. A very familiar feeling, as you are having some sort of premonition right now, a vision. You're not actually here, but you are a... That's far too loud. Jesus Christ. That is also really weird music. What in the fuck? Okay. I'm sorry. I turned into Yoda. Oh, jeez. If my thought doesn't escape my head, you are... Your eyes open and you see once again, you're looking up. And you're not your physical self. You're just this floating presence in a point in time. This vague aspect of perception, not actually here. And you can see you're watching like a time lapse almost of you're looking at a horizon. And you can see these twinkling lights in the sky. And one of them begins to grow brighter and brighter until it smashes into the sea. And you just sort of hear echoing in your mind, "Came from the stars." And you have a vision. You blink and you see you no longer see the world, you no longer see the sea. You see this multi-sided, floating, enormous stone square, almost. Or, I don't know shapes. Some sort of... Yeah, we'll call it a square. It has these multiple pillars rising and falling off it. And you see in the center of it, there is a throne. We will return. And your eyes open, and you come back.
Does that always happen?
So Aura just thought, she's just gonna relax. She's just gonna meditate. You guys do your thing. And then she just kind of convulses and goes, I can't, what the heck was that? I can't even meditate anymore without seeing weird stuff.
What did you see?
She just describes the scene that she saw with the creature, something falling, and then a floating rocky throne, this structure with a throne on it, in that same familiar voice that she heard earlier. She's just kind of like, okay, I guess I'll just sit here and write. That should be
Something
safe,
to
right?
relax us.
I don't know why I saw that. But he said from the stars. I'm very confused about that.
I'll say make a preemptive perception check real fast. See if I can give you a little more information.
Okay.
Because it came in flashes.
Oh, damn.
Another 30.
Jesus, Lord Almighty. There was 2 thrones.
What?
There was 2 thrones. Oh shit.
Oh, there were
And it
2
said,
thrones?
and didn't I hear, because I wrote it in my notes, we shall return.
That is what I said.
Oh no.
There's another.
What the fuck is on her? What did I give to you?
Fun.
Hold on, you said you?
Hmm? Oh, I just... You asked what you gave me, and I
Just
said fun.
gotcha. So with that 30, is it just that I saw 2 throats? Is that the... Or is there more?
You know what? You saw 2 thrones, and when that light crashed into the sea, that you sort of do some thinking and like map placement, and like you were just staring. But a day ago, when you were camped outside the city, you were staring at that exact spot.
Oh. Oh
Oh.
no.
Oh, fun.
My conspiracy brain is going now. My D&D conspiracy brain is going.
Let's move on to Scar. Let's see what he's
Yeah.
doing.
I
Meanwhile,
wonder what Scon's doing.
Meanwhile, Scar.
Goblin, be the distraction.
As the party deals with their eldritch knowledge, let's play a playlist.
Every time the thing hangs up, part of me thought for a second, okay, bye.
Yep, see you later. Be cool if I could mute like it's entry and entry, exit and entry, but I don't know if I can do that. Scarn, you are walking with purpose. You are going down to the pier. And you have been given a description, or at least you've been given a name and a race.
Yeah, so I will go towards the pier and I assume that everyone who's there is like essentially looks the same. Tired, dreary.
Yes, yes.
Uh, Along the way, I will like if I don't find it immediately, I will ask around for Lushka's alchemy shop.
You ask around, and it's pretty simple. Oh, Lushka, she runs a shop over there. Oh yeah, Lushka, she's off the pier. Just go find her. You can't miss her. Female turtle. You're given all
Yeah.
these descriptions. Oh, you were saying?
No,
Yeah.
just walking there.
All right. Yeah. You following these words. Sure enough, at the edge of the pier, almost precariously so, there is a even smaller shack than what Soren was using as an office. You see this simply made construction, almost of a tribal or like I would even say Samoan design. Like it has like a straw roof. It doesn't quite fit the environment of this place. And it sits solemnly, quietly.
Is there a sign?
Uh, it simply says alchemy shop. There's like no fancy name for it.
Okay. I will go in if it's open.
It is open. And fucking my brain. You open the door, and you're a bit perturbed as to what you see.
First of all, chemicals. And actually, I guess you'd be familiar to this scent. Alchemical residue hangs in the air, and all these caustic and herbal smells. Very familiar to your nose. But it's mixed with like the briny wind of the sea and maybe even a hint of like rot in there as well. Something decaying. Uh, and you see the central. This is a very small building. Um, I'd say it's probably like a 8 by 8, maybe a little smaller than that. It's just this perfectly square, or I guess kind of circular building. Um, and you see this desk that's filled with all sorts of bottles and knickknacks, and behind it you see a large, almost uh, curved or like full framed figure in a black robe. Uh, and underneath the hood, you see a porcelain fish face mask. This person is clearly not human. You can tell that this robe is concealing a shell. It's pretty obvious. But they stare at you. Hello. Have you come to buy potions?
Um, I'm not sure I'm here to buy potions, but I'm here for maybe some trade of information.
As soon as you entered, by the way, they took off the porcelain mask and put it on a shelf and kind of away. And you see this older, elderly, very elderly turtle, a creature you've probably never seen.
Well, she's green.
She
I see.
she's actually kind of like a greenish blue.
So wait, she uses the mask to hide her face?
She took it off.
Hmm.
You kind of walked in on her doing something. Like there was like candles lit, and she had this mask on. But as soon as you entered, she took it off and began snuffing out the candles.
Um, how is your nights filled with pleasant dreams like the rest?
We do not have pleasant dreams here, little one. Not since the curse of the deep has afflicted our town.
Have you tried treating it or finding its source?
I do treat those who might fall ill. Why are you not feeling well?
We just arrived today, so we haven't had a chance yet for any unpleasant night, uh, unpleasant night experiences.
Hmm.
I'm curious.
I might be able to give you something that can not keep the nightmares at bay if they do come for you. But I can give you something to make you dream faster, go to sleep in a shorter time.
Oh, I doubt anything. I doubt any nightmare could give me is worse than a nightmare I already have.
She
I
shrugs.
was, I was asking more about. We've encountered other afflictions in the towns along the coast, and some of them are magical nature. Would be that this curse of the deep is actually just magical affliction, that has a source? Did you try your abilities to try and trace its source? Did you see anything?
I don't have anything to treat the arcane afflicted, if that is what you are getting at. I have natural remedies for poisons and wounds and things you encounter naturally in the world. Nothing for this kind of madness, or even the sickness you are referencing.
Um, Out of character, droids do have like detect magic and stuff. So I was
Doesn't mean she has it.
alluding to that as someone who's been here far longer than me. If she's tried to um, see if there's a magical nature to what's happening.
She either does not have that spell, or does not know what you're talking about.
Druids
Can
can
trick.
have that spell. It's just a matter
Yeah.
if they prepare it.
Yeah, if they have it.
So she probably didn't prepare it.
Okay. Uh, so okay. She is not aware of any magical nature of the nightmares. Well, by the way, I heard the Baron is sick.
Oh, it is unfortunate he is not feeling well.
You tried helping him?
He does not want my help.
I'm not an expert about remedies, but I do have some experience with alchemy, and just from the spells you have here, I'm sure you have some wonderful stuff.
I have things for poisons, but. And I do have things for illnesses as well. But as I said, the Baron does not want my company.
Is he a man of such short-sightedness, not willing to accept help from others or nature?
If you confuse short sightedness with pride, then yes.
Hmm. I've encountered his kind before. It's unfortunate.
Are you an alchemist of yourself, little one?
I have dabbled from time to time in alchemy, trying to find remedies for an affliction for my friend.
I wonder
So
if
far,
you're.
so far beyond my capabilities. I did go on a journey to find some answers or more information that has led me here, and seems like there's a bigger problem here.
Yes, there is unrest in this city. You can see she also is. It's hard to tell for like a reptile, but she also has those bags under her eyes.
Well, I think I've taken your time far too long.
No, I'm not occupied, my darling. I quite enjoy your company. Your face I haven't seen before. I'm excited to see you more often.
Well, only time will tell how long we'll stay here. Or we'll get swallowed by those sea devils or their masters. Oh, but I do want to try and find what's causing these nightmares.
Well, if you could find a way to commission your talents to the Baron, perhaps you could convince him. But be warned, those that defend him are quite adamant in their role.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
They
They
will
not
not.
allow you to talk to him?
No. No one can talk to him. The guards bar you from entry. What used to be a free service of pleading your plight to the Baron of the city seems to be not allowed anymore.
Hmm. So these guards? No one else
Well,
speaks in his name?
they are not just guards, they are part of the militia, the Storm Guard. You must be new here, little one.
In this area, yes. Came a long way away.
Not many goblins, no.
Hmm. Right. So essentially, the Baron doesn't come out or go in or speak to anyone, and the militia just prohibits any access to him. Sounds almost like he's a prisoner in his own home.
Possibly. It's not really my business.
Oh yes, yes. I'm just talking to myself. You know, the brain just goes in circles so quickly, trying to piece together this mystery. And well, uh, thank you for your time and your patience. I will, I will return if I have more information, or I will. This voice is hurting. Doing it too long hurts me. Um,
Got no idea.
Try this for an extended period of time.
Have fun with that one.
well, thank you for your time. Um, I hope to see you again
I
in better
hope to see you
terms.
too, darling. Enjoy your stay in Duskvale.
Yes, I hope. I hope it will go quiet. Will be quiet and uneventful. Who am I kidding? It's probably all gonna go to shit. And I will turn, turn and
I
walk
choked on my
out.
drink.
As you turn away, she dons that porcelain mask again and begins to chant in an unfamiliar language.
Walking out, I start um walking towards the tavern and while I'm walking, I will cast ritually. I will like take my time and ritually cast detect magic, just to get a feel, a whiff of the wind, if there's any persistent influence at the moment.
Interesting. Make a perception check real fast.
Yeah, that's very good for me. 18.
18. You cast your magic and you're looking for something on the wind, and you don't feel any magic, but you do hear something. Ah, fuck. Did Discord not hear it again? God damn it.
No, I didn't hear anything.
I did the weird.
Father's here.
I did the weird jitter again.
The one. All right, so
You didn't hear that.
nothing.
Yeah.
So the chitter that we've heard, like, not even here, like, in other places as well.
Yes, but this would be the first time you're hearing it.
We heard it
Oh
for
no.
the first time last session.
Yeah, I usually don't hear anything, so
That's true.
it's not very surprising to me.
Yeah,
Poor
you
Godfather.
probably don't know what this is, but it does sound like some strange animalistic call on the wind.
Okay.
Fucking
I
Discord.
will
I don't know how to like fix that. Like, can I like? Can you hear that?
No.
All right, fuck it. I'm done.
Doesn't matter.
I heard like a.
I will can we see the Baron's house from the tavern? I think
You
like on the main
can.
square.
You can, yeah.
So
This whole city's kind of centered around that square.
so I'll go to the square, I'll find a quiet place to sit, and I'm just gonna watch the Baron's house for like maybe an hour or so. Want to see if anyone like goes in or out, or is there a guard shift change, or anyone comes to talk to the guards or anything. Um,
Yeah, you do see those two tall. When I say tall, I mean like 7 foot tall, plate armored militia men. Halberds, full helms, you name it. They are armed to the teeth, and
Oh,
they do not move. They're like statues.
I'm back.
and like for a while, there's nothing. Like no one approaches, they don't move, they don't. No one comes talk to them.
There's a. I'll
They don't.
say, yeah. If you're staying there for a minute, people take a wide breath around the building. People are actively avoiding this building. I'll say, make a perception check real fast.
Mm, mm, no.
Yeah.
Let's see if
People.
Whisper can see anything.
Roll for flying cat.
Not much better.
All right. Yeah, people
Oh,
are avoiding this building with trepidation, and there's no guard shift change.
Nothing besides that, nothing out of the ordinary.
Right. Is it's a single story building? It's a multi-story building?
Single story.
Any windows you can see around it or
There are
beyond
two.
the door?
They flank both sides of the door, left and right, and they are both boarded. Where the guards are standing, they're standing in front of those windows. It's a small, simple house. It's an office. It's not really a house.
Definitely something fishy here.
Oh fuck! Do I still have creepy music playing? I might. Shit.
Right. I will um um I will go to like close to the building, like an alley or something. I will cast Detect Thoughts, and then I will leave the alley and approach the guards.
Make a stealth check.
I'm not trying to hide.
You're also casting magic on them.
No, it's not on them. It's on myself.
You casting
Thoughts is
detect
on
thoughts
myself.
on yourself.
The target is myself, and then I can activate it and scan for surface thoughts or go deep.
Right. That's when that stuff triggers, right? And you're just doing this out in the open, correct?
I will not cast it out in the open, just in case there's anyone who knows can knows like Arcana. That shouldn't like they shouldn't be, but just I'm casting it just not like completely in the open, just that it's like an alley or some side of the building where
That's why I asked for a stealth check. 16. All right. Surface thoughts for these. You probably catch
no
both.
What? I want surface. I want to go to them and talk to them, and while they're answering, then
Okay.
get their surface thoughts because
So you're not
surface
hiding in an
thoughts will
alley. You're
trigger
gonna go
depending
talk
on
to
what I
them.
ask. Huh?
You're not hiding in an alley. You're gonna go talk to them.
No, I'm just going in the alley just to cast it, and then I'm gonna walk out the alley and approach them.
I understand. It's a
And
multi-tiered
communicate.
plan. I get it now.
Yeah.
So you go in the alley. You cast your spell. Then you go talk to them.
Yep. I
They are.
slowly approach them in full view, so not sneaking up on them.
You are. They do not move when you're like, I'd say, 10, 15 feet away.
Yeah, so I stop 10 about 10 feet away, and I will present myself with a short bow and say, I'm seeking audience with the Baron. Is he available?
He's sick. Fuck off.
And as the reply, I will scan the surface thoughts to see what their reaction to this is. Beyond just me being an annoyance.
Yeah. Surface thoughts. God, I hate magic. Surface thoughts. Annoyed that you're here. Why are you here? And don't want you to come inside. I mean, that's what I imagine surface thoughts are, right? It's like it's nothing too revealing. It's just
And it's not revealing. It's
yeah.
more like feeling, or if, for example, it's usually a trigger to a question. Like if you're answering and if you're answering untruthfully or something, that you, the surface thoughts will linger on, like the deception of it or
They are
something.
the one that spoke to you is
Uh,
truthful to his statement and wants you to fuck off.
I'm sorry, but I have life and death information about the situation. Uh, um, is there any chance I could get an audience, the Baron?
The other one speaks. The Baron is not taking visitors right now. You should go away, little one.
And on not taking visitors right now, that's surface thoughts I wanna like listen on. Like, is he not taking, or we're not allowed to?
That helps me. That helps me. I would say, without digging too deep,
I can
they.
go deep. I can
I
go deep,
understand.
but
I
then there's a
understand.
save, and yeah,
They are not allowing you.
they're not allowed. Okay. Yeah, so it's hmm. Okay. I will not risk my skin any more than I have to for
Yeah.
this, and I will bow away
Yeah.
and
As you
like
as you walk
to
away,
take two
yeah.
steps back
As you
and
one
turn around and
as you
walk
walk
away.
away, the one that spoke up last. If you have questions or concerns, go to watch Captain Doran.
Ah, I turn around and I bow my head and much obliged, Captain Doran, Captain of the Guard, Doran.
Doran. Nope, spelled it wrong. I know if watch captain is one word. Fuck it. Let's just say captain. There you go. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
what is
after that, I will head back to the tavern and
right?
meet everyone. And
Okay. And while Skarn has been off on Skarn's quest, what has the rest of the group been doing? Aura just received this premonition, this vision. Uh, what are you doing?
Freaking out.
With Morgan being gone, do we want to like maybe call it here since it's like been over 3 hours?
Let me just quickly check.
Yeah, almost 3:40. Woohoo!
Yeah, just about.
It works for me because I will have to leave at like 6. So
Yeah.
I still got 19 minutes.
Oh gosh.
Because right now, Aura's
Let's
just freaking out. So,
let's get to rest time and then we'll end.
Okay.
Just so we have a new day to start next session.
Well,
I mean,
Levette has started drinking then
Okay. All right.
from the bottle.
Okay, then yeah, we can end here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching, if you are. The video gets posted either today or tomorrow on YouTube at the Cradle's Call. And I think that's it.
Woohoo!
Bye, YouTube. Bye, Twitch.
Bye.
And if my mom is
Bye.
watching this, I love you.
My brain hurts.
Where's the button?